Well, I posted a four-part series on this car. Oh, it must have been 2, 3 years ago. I finished up on that. Some people have written me emails and asked what happened to it, and well, I've still got it. In fact, it's been my most reliable car so far. Still kind of funky in the way it acts, but it just keeps on going. We had a really hard winter, and it started every time. So when I added this, just kind of tied it on. Okay, let me show you some of the stuff I've done with it. Okay, now hold on now. There we go. Careful. Hold on. Well, one thing I did on the car is I removed this thing. This is the air conditioning compressor, and it kind of is under the steering pump, and it didn't work, and I didn't have any air, so I figure I lost. That must weigh 40, 50 pounds. I don't know. There was a air conditioning condenser in front of the radiator, and I moved the radiator back and removed that and all the lines and all the controls. I think it cools a little bit better. I did some other things. This is a 1980, and for you guys, let me show you where I'm at here. There's the wide view of the engine, so we're kind of in front of the air cooler on the right side looking forward. And right in there would be like this box with all kinds of cables coming to it and wires and stuff, which is the climate control pneumatic electric switcher computer. Had lines coming in from the water pump here into it, and two lines that went up that way to where they go into the engine compartment. Now I've taken all that out, took all the vacuum lines out, and I just have a manual valve in there now. That pipe right there is as it was, but there were two other ones which I cut away, and that kind of like ran all your hot water up to the automatic valve. So the object has been to simplify the engine compartment and just to get it as simple as possible. Now, the cables, by the way, they kind of ran right up next to the battery, and you can maybe see in there they ran through the firewall right there. I've kind of blocked it off with some plastic. And here's all the cables that are still, after a year, hanging down in the passenger seat. Now this right here is that's part of the box that was up front, and it's actually it's like a vacuum switch, and I've kind of marked it on there, but as you turn this thing back and forth, it actuates valves, vacuum valves, and I've yet to figure out how to replace this or get it mounted, fixed. Now this was the top of the climate control computer or whatever, and there's the switches for controlling the fan speed. And I've kind of just let it sit there, and occasionally I try to figure it out by shorting them out with jumper cables. Basically, you're shifting resistors in the line to slow down the fan. It also had feedback to run a little motor that was in the climate control box, but as you can see, that part kind of fit in there, and it had resistors and stuff on it. But I might say that the climate control, it works after a sort. By turning that little valve, the vacuum control valve, you can control where the hot air is going, and it's kind of on all the time. And the only way you can get it to run, though, to start, is to put it in the defrost position, which always works. It bypasses, it goes straight to the motor and bypasses the controls. So I used it all winter, and it was either all the way on or all the way off, and it made me happy. But one day I'll get around to simplifying that and putting it in on a panel. So that's what I've been doing with the car. Oh yeah, one other little thing. I fixed the bushing in the shifter. Just pushed it back in place, and now you don't have to wiggle it to shift it. What else did I do? Oh yeah, clean the engine. I basically just go across it and wipe it. Here you see this thing here, it leaks all the time, the recirculator, so I just come over and give it a good wipe. Oh yeah, remove the auto speed control, got rid of all that crap. And you can see it's getting simple in here. You know, you can see everything, and everything is you can work with it. So that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. Oh yeah, the vacuum kind of works a little better. I've been using golf tees and playing with it and making sure everything works, and the usual filter replacements. Anyway, I thought it was just going to be a dud and I'd have to scrap it, but now it's been 3 years and I love it. What can I say?